We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First play and a first pass for Cousins. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Odd. 3 down. Odd.
Now Cousins. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
Check three.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Check 37.
They'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready. Black 40.
Mike 57. You don't want none of that. Give me that. Pick up the ball.
Claws 10.
Back. Switch.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The Falcons at 11-2 now, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go, set, yellow, 43. Hey, go Fury.
We want it. Come to my world. Hey, watch edge, watch edge.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down.
Ready, go.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Slice, 97. Cut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. 49, check 49.
Chalk, 17. Drill green. Set, go.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's just me and you.
Go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Down, 50, green.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Set, go.
Here we go on 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
The hunt. What I need. Yellow, yellow.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
Cousins on 1st down. This pass out wide to Hall. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Second down at 5.
Black.
Hey, we got tight left.
Here's Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He completes it to Wilson.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The hunt.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
Check tight.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And some room to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Let's go now. 45. White.
You better bring it.
Strikers. 3. Let's go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Check. Crunch.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check Fury.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Jam.
Spike 60.
Jam.
Needle blue.
49's the mic.
Ready, go.
They'll set up to throw.
Here we go.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Okay,
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57's the mic.
ready.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Out.
10 cycle.
The mic. 57's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Ready, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with career touchdown number 60. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go, baby.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. To throw, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go. Check three, check three.
Slice blue.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Check 9, check 9.
Drill, 52. Punch, go.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Watch
43 rail. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, what a catch by Pitts. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
4 down, 4
Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Black 40.
Mike 57.
Ready, go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Isaiah Pacheco with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have cut the lead back down to 2. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Mike 34. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Leave it. Ring up 48.
Check.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
36.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Check.
22 needle.
Check hot route. Hot.
Go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Guys, Mike 49.
Good. Watch the twist.
Go.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ready, set.
Mike. 57 to Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you.
Trouble, 38.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Watch the pass.
Go ahead.
Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
That's the way.
Hey, steamer.
Right.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Strip that ball. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw is Cousins. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's caught. Cooper finding room at midfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
Ready.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. Right at the 50-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
2nd and 3. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Come on, set. 33, yellow.
Here we go. Yeah. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Spike, white. Cut.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Quentin Williams in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Tighten up.
Ultra.
Safety, check safety.
Go.
He'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This pass complete to Ruckert. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Cousins throw complete there to Moore. And now off to the races down the right side. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.